say it depends with where you come from. The price I'm giving is for those who are in Western Kenya, specifically Butere, because I can also say Kakamega, and maybe Kakamega are near the where they sell the ballast and sand even. So the price I'm giving is for those who come from where I come. But even if you come any other region, the deviation is too little. So just accept it. What's up, good people? Welcome back to my channel. This is Isaac Insights. Today I'm coming live from the forest. This is where we live. I always say that we live in the forest, and if you can see around, it's just a forest. We are nowhere near town, but we live in town. You know, Kakamega is the only town with a forest. So I live in a forest. So good people, today I'm here to talk to you, to thank you for those who continue to support me. I know it is not easy for someone to at least click on that video and give me that watch hour. Just watching, I really appreciate. And for subscribers, my subscribers, we have a long journey to go. We are at 554 subscribers, and my wish was if you can just share to 5 people my video and at least ask them to subscribe, I will really appreciate, because that way it means we'll be hitting 1,000 subscribers before the end of this month. So good people, today I'm here to talk about construction obvious, because I posted a video the other day and at least gave you what you need to have when preparing to build. Let me start by saying that I know very soon I will also be constructing, and we will see this in practical. I'm praying to God. I don't have the money at the moment, but my prayers is that soon, God willing, we will do it once again. Maybe I will be helping one of my subscribers to build his or her own house, because when I say I will be building soon, it may not be me. But since I have little experience, I know someone can reach out and tell me, hey, Isaac, this is what I have. Kindly give me direction on how you walked this journey. I will walk with you. I will support you just as you are supporting me by watching my videos. So, good people, today there is this question that people keep on asking on my channel. People continue asking, how much did it cost you to build that house? Well, the question, sometimes not sometimes, I've never answered this question. But you know, that's one of the toughest questions that you can ask me, because building is costly. Let's not lie to each other. It's very costly. The reason why I'm saying so is this. For example, on foundation alone, if I just sit down and calculate, that is transport, the food that I used to feed those laborers, because you at in the village you must feed them. It's not like in Nairobi. Plus their labor cost, materials. If you calculate everything, foundation alone can even go up to, if I'm not wrong, up to 350,000. Maybe let me try to break down to you. For example, foundation stones. For me, I told you I was kind of lucky. So I was using the blocks, because my house was built with blocks. So on foundation, I didn't have to go for what do they call it? Those foundation stones, which are pricey. But suppose I used foundation stones. If you happen to buy them, one stone goes for almost, I think it's 70 bob, or 80 bob. For blocks, if I don't know if you can see this example of a, this example of a block. So if you happen to use this, so if you happen to calculate the price of blocks, for me, for my case, since I made these blocks by myself, I just got a fundi and they did that work while at home. Let's say 70 times the blocks that I used on foundation, it was around 600. Yes, 600 stones for foundation. So 70 times 600, it comes to around, is it 42,000? Because 7 times 6, 70 times 600, yes, it comes to around 42,000. So 42,000, you have the foundation stones. What next? Next, you will need sand. For foundation, sand we will need around 2 tippers, which cost, if I happen to use flat rate, 1 tipper cost, the cost of 1 tipper is, they were supplying me with the 12,000, but I know others even go up to 18,000. So 12,000 plus 12,000, that's 24,000. So 24,000 plus 42,000. If you add that, it will be around 66, if I'm not wrong. Please, you know I'm using my brain, so if I miss on that calculation, you just correct me or forgive me for that. Higher. So sand 2 tippers, it means they will use building the foundation, then even during the slab. And 2 tippers may be little because for me I had brought more tippers, so I can't count, but two are enough because I had around 5 tippers, but two and something were used on foundation. Yes, not two really, three, around three tippers. So if you add that one, if you but let's just use two. So you have 66,000, you have the 66,000, you have foundation stones, and you have sand. Next, ballast. Ballast probably you will need around also two or one. But let's just say two. 2 tippers. Yes, you will need 2 tippers of ballast, and in case it remains, you will use the other one on lintel, but it's approximately 2 or 3. So the price of one tip of ballast is around 18,000, if I'm not wrong, because that's what I was using. Na kama niligongwa pia mnaniambia tu niligongwa, but I will also say it depends with where you come from. The price I'm giving is for those who are in Western Kenya, specifically Butere, because I can also say Kakamega, and maybe Kakamega are near where they sell the ballast and sand even. So the price I'm giving is for those who come from where I come. But even if you come any other region, the deviation is too little, so just accept it. Next, so ballast, that's 36,000. You add on 66,000, it's coming to around 100. Is it 100? 60 plus 30, 96. So it's coming to 102,000, right? I think am I right? Is it 112 or 102? Hey, it's 102. Let's say it's 102. Either 112 or 102, but whichever. Let's go with 102 so that we don't confuse people. So you have ballast now, you have your stones, you have your sand, right? Next, this price is for 3 bedroom, 100K, and you have not started building. So 100K is gone. So next, what else do you want? They always ask for foundation stones, the foundation stones that I think I can show you in this clip. So we need foundation stones, which will cost you. Those ones are always cheaper, but you will need, it depends with the backfilling that we will do. So it's, if it's big, you may need even up to eight eight lorries, and each lorry costs around 4k. So you will need around eight of them, or even 10, or even 5. So it depends with your place, how flat it is or how deep it is. So let's go with 8, which is standard for all of us. 4,000 times 8, that's coming to 24,000. So we have gone to 126,000 and we have not started. Which other material is required for foundation? BRC. BRC it's sold 96. That one is kind of short. We have 12,600 and 9,600. So it depends with what we will go with. But for 3 bedroom, we will need around 4. Around 4 BRC. That's costing around 12,000. But let's put it at 11,000. But it's 12,600 when you go in any hardware. So if 12, let's go with 12,000. 12,000 times 4, that's 48,000, right? If I'm not wrong, 48,000. You add on our 126, we are at 1. But let's go with the little. Let's go with 96. So let's do it at 10,000, so that it will be 40,000. 40,000. That is, and that house is kind of big. So don't tell me that you used to, because you know we have people who have, for example, for me, I have 2 bedroom, but my 2 bedroom is just a size of a 3 bedroom, but I didn't want to squeeze things. So maybe if you are planning to squeeze bedrooms and sitting room and everything so that you can accommodate 4, you can use 3, you can use 2. And also this BRC, some places it's not a must. So we also need to credit that, because it's not everybody who will use BRC, but it's advisable to use BRC. So you add it on our price. What was our price? 126. 126 plus 40,000. It's coming to around 166,000. Then we have this polythene paper that is always used also. And BRC, remember, you have not included the transport. Transport, probably it will be 2,000, so we are going to 168,000. 168,000, yes. So we will go also with the next polythene. But now polythene and BRC, it's advisable you just buy them at once, so that you transport them easily. So that will be about the polythene paper is sold at 27,000, if I'm not 2,700, sorry, 2,700. And your house will need around, it will need around 3-4, also 3-4, around 3-4. So with the price of 3,000, I'm trying to round off so that when I calculate, it's kind of easy. In case 3,000, then let's go with 3, but we'll need around 4. So let's just go with 3. But the good thing with this polythene, it will be used somewhere else. So you know you don't need to worry. And even if it remains, you are just okay. So let's go with 4. 4 times 3,000, 12,000. 12,000 on our 168, we are at 180,000. And we have not dealt with the labor. We have not dealt with water. You have not dealt with anything. So we are at 180. These calculations, what's remaining? Cement. Let's go with cement. Your foundation will take around 70, 80 bags. Let's go with 80 bags probably, but for me I use 70 bags. So let's go with 70 bags. 70 bags, calculate with 750 Dutch time. But remember, cement keep on changing. Maybe the time we'll build it will be 600 or it will be 900, but let's go with the standard of 750. So 750 times, if we happen to I keep on changing the hand because I'm not used to shooting these videos. but I'm sorry for that also. So 750, you will need around 70 bucks. Yes, around 70 bucks for foundation. That is foundation, building the foundation plus slab. Seven, 750. 750 times 70. What's that? Let's say around 50,000. Let's just give it 50,000. That's a price of 700 shillings. Let's assume 50 shillings. But you can calculate. So 50,000 you add on our 168 on our 168,000. It will be around 200 and something. Is it 210 or something? 220. Over 220. You have not. Have we calculated the maram? Not sure, because I'm trying to remember this overhead. So, but if you add the maram for your house, maram will be required around also. It will be around. I know it costs 7,000 per tipper for me, and I used around four of them. So 7,000 times 4, it cost 7,000 times 4. Is it 280? 240? What is it? Comment down below. But 7 times 4, my brain is is gone. But 7 times 4 is coming to 280. So that's 28,000. You add on that one, we are almost 250,000, and we have not added the labor and water. We haven't added that. And labor, approximately for foundation, it can even go to 50k, if I'm not wrong. 50k or 60, that's plus water. Not sure. And if I'm confusing, I'm sorry for that, because I was paying on daily basis. I may not recall everything accurately, but it's around 60. It will take around 60. That is, you have employed those people to supply water, or you buy water, because we have the tippers that supply water. But if you happen to use those tippers, it will go even up to 700. No, not 700, 70,000. So up to there, you can see our price is almost 350,000. Yes, approximately 350,000. If you happen to bring food in, because Mujengo people are eating, we always eat when building. People always eat because they need the energy and they need everything. And for us who live in Western, they need tea in the morning, that's breakfast and lunch. So if you happen to add that, your foundation will be around 400,000. You like it or not. This is one thing that you also need to prepare mentally when you are think of constructing a home or a house in your village. Today we have dealt with foundation. Maybe I've forgotten something, maybe I've exaggerated something. You can just comment down below your comments. And next time, or in the next video, I will be talking about walling and lintel, because in building there is one thing that I would like you to know. In building, one thing that you need to know is every step is costly. Every shilling that you use matters, even if it's 100. And that is why I advised you. Some of these things you can prepare in advance so that they don't stress you. We will kind of break down the walling and lintel and see how it will come out, because there are some costs that your fundi is not telling you, but they will tell you the D-Day, and you will be like, oh, huyu fundi ananibia, oh, huyu fundi ananinyanyasa. But When building, such things always happen. So just prepare. See you in the next video. Thank you so much. Mungu awabariki sana. And if you have not subscribed, kindly just subscribe. Subscribing to this video gives me the energy, gives me the power also, at least to share with you these stories. I know to some people they are helpful, to some you may disguise them, but si ni maisha. Otherwise, let me say thank you so much. Mungu awabariki sana. Kindly subscribe.